Hello and welcome to showcase number 14. I am very happy to announce this month's showcase because we have tons of participants and they are super talented. Also, if you don't see your work in this video after you have submitted, it could be 1. that the photos are too blurry to be featured and I haven't heard back from you after I email you. 2. is that you didn't email to AussieRush@gmail.com or that you didn't put the hashtag on Instagram, so it was impossible for me to even find the photos that we want to submit. There's a reason why I prefer these 2 ways of submission because they are convenient and fast for me to collect on my computer. Also, I don't prefer private message or direct message on Instagram because it's just a slow process. That's why I prefer you guys to just hashtag AussieRush on Instagram. That way I can find all the submissions that I need to include in the showcase video. So a big thank you to those who have followed the instructions. If you want to be part of the showcase in the future, stay to the end of this video for information. Also, all the links that I will be mentioning are in the description box, so make sure to check that out. Without further ado, let's start with our first artist. We have Lucy, who is also my friend since middle school. I could not believe she also got into Polymer clay, and it's a great feeling of having a friend who has the same interest because I've been the only one among my friends at where I live right now who's doing Polymer clay, so it's like I have found my kind of people near me. Lucy has an Instagram, Facebook, and her own website at My Lovely Shenanigans. The links are down below, so make sure to check that out. Here we have Tom and Jerry and Baymax star earrings. They are so cute. I love the details and the style of these. I like how Tom and Jerry are looking at each other. There is a humor between them. Next we have this beautiful figurine of a couple. This is just so lovely, and Polymer clay creations make great gifts for loved ones, friends, and family members. There is so much details and attention put into this figurine, and LOL at the sign saying alpha beta bitches. So it's really funny and personal. Lucy also made this cute Elsa. I really like her kawaii style. I love the glitters that give this Elsa more magical appearance. This is very colorful and I love the expression. For more of Lucy's work, make sure to check her Instagram and Facebook. Links are down below. On to the next artist, we have Nene, who is 26 years old and worked with clay for about 3 years, on and off. However, she is also a digital and traditional artist. You can find more of her work on Instagram and Tumblr at Nene Sheep. Here we have Sejova and Olaf. Sejova is Sejin dressed up as Elsa. I don't know if I pronounced the name right. I'm sorry if I mispronounced it. A lot of Nene's work involves YouTubers known as the Youngscast, which I'm not familiar with. I love the texture on this figurine and this is very refreshing to see. I haven't seen any creations like hers, so I really love it. Next piece is Terpster from the Youngscast. Nene made this for her friend who wanted to have something that is small enough to fit into a cup and poking out. So Nene made this teacup Terpster, which is a really cool idea, and again I love the textures, the colors, and the position. They are just so adorable. It looks like his eyes are shiny and looking very magical. Is it just me? The last 2 figures are Launa and Sejin, the Youngscast members from their Minecraft series Magic Police. Again, I am so sorry for mispronouncing their names. They're just so hard to pronounce. These figurines took Nene about 4 to 5 hours to make, and I am amazed at the details on these 2. The hardest part for Nene is the hands. These figurines have armatures inside of them for strength and for saving clay. These 2 figurines look so happy. They are very well done and I am very impressed with Nene's skills. Next we have Jordan, who is 13 years old and worked with clay for about 2 years now, on and off. You can find more of her work on Instagram, YouTube, and Tumblr. All the links are down below. Here is a Haku dragon, and this took Jordan about an hour to make, and the hardest part was the mane on the back. I love the colors on this one, very vibrant, and this turned out really well. I really like it. Next we have this Golden Freddy, which took about an hour and a half to make, and the hardest part Jordan said was to to make him look like the actual animatronic. He does like the actual animatronic, and I love the pose and his expression. This is a very well done figurine. Last one by Jordan is this phone case that took her about 3 hours to make, and the hardest part was the texture. I love this one very much because of the color, the textures, glitters, and the dragging eye around the center. Love the gradient. Keep up the awesome work. Next we have a return artist, King RR. She is 23 years old and worked with clay for about 2 months now. She made these 3 adorable baby dragon hatchlings. Each took about 30 to 40 minutes to make, and the hardest part was making the eggs round and smooth. These turned out so well and so cute. I really like the golden one because it looks like it's looking right at the viewer. Very cute. Here we have Aasha, and she worked with Polymer clay for 3 years now and is trying to make a business out of it. She has a Facebook page called AJ's Creations with the link down below, so make sure to support her. Aasha made this figurine of Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. This took about 2 hours to make, and the hardest part was her dress because of the different pieces of clay. This looked just like the one in the movie, very realistic and awesome. I love how she can stand by herself. The second is Emily from The Corpse Bride, and she also took 2 hours to make. The hardest part was shaping her face. Aasha is very good at sculpting, and Emily also looked just like in the movie. I love how Aasha gave this photo a filter to make it look a bit gloomy. This is just an epic creation. Then there is Serena from Pokemon XY. She took 2 hours and a half to make, and the hardest part was pretty much everything according to Aasha. But this turned out so well. I mean, look at the eyes, the texture of the hair, the expression, and the proportion. Each part is just so well done. Aasha is super talented, and all of these came out beautifully. Last from Aasha is these awesome Five Nights at Freddy's animatronics, and they are just so cool. If you love these creations, make sure to go to Aasha's Facebook page for more of her stuff, and she will be selling her creations soon. So if you want one, make sure to follow her. Next, we have Kayla, who is 11 years old, and she made this golden Freddy figurine. Her version is so cute and friendly. I love the outdoor shots of this. The sunlight brings out the glow in him, and this is just a fantastic job. Very well done, Kayla. And to the next artist, we have Bernie, who worked with clay for a couple of days, and she's 14 years old. Here is a kitty listening to music. As you can see the headphone on her. This took Bernie about 45 minutes to make, and the face was the most difficult part. This kitty turned out really well. I love the color choice, which is a bit unusual to see on a kitty. I also love the facial features and the size of this. Beautiful work. Next we have owls, which is Bernie's favorite, and the hardest part for this was the shape of the body. This took about 25 to 30 minutes to make. These owls are the cutest thing ever. I love the metal eyes. A very smart idea and choice for using metal instead of clay. These are just so cute and pretty. I wish they are real with the size of the red one. Here we have Alex. She is 16 years old and worked with clay for over 5 years now, and she has an Etsy and Instagram account at Cuttlefish Curio. Here she made these adorable strawberry baskets and a sunflower ring. The hardest part for the strawberry basket was the leaves, but they turned out really well, and I love the textures on the strawberry and the sunflower. Also, it is very clever to turn the sunflower leaves into a bow tie. Very, very creative. Next we have Rachel. She is 15 years old and worked with clay for about a year now. She made this detailed scene of Alice in the Wonderland. Lots of colors, objects, and details. This is by far the most detailed figurine I have seen so far. I also love the high quality of this photo, so it's so high definition. I thank her for that. This took about 5 hours to make, and I am in love with it. This is actually a photo holder. If you can see the holder on the tree branch next to the Cheshire cat. This is one epic creation. Here we have Haku Dragon that took about an hour to make, and Ariel, which took about 30 minutes to make. Again, awesome work. I love the details and the colors. Both of these turn out amazing. Ariel has the feeling of being under the water with her hair spreading out and the posture of her fins. Beautiful work. Here we have Cool Guy 4956, he whose real name shall not be mentioned. He is 11 years old and worked with clay for a month. Cool Guy 4956 made this Freddy and Springtrap figurines, and they are absolutely amazing. The hardest part was sticking the pieces together with wires. I love how these two turn out, especially the Springtrap. Awesome skills this Cool Guy 4956 has. Keep up the great work. Next, we have Amanda. She is 19 years old and works with Polymer clay for 2 to 3 months now. According to Amanda, the hardest thing about her creations was keeping the white clay clean, and I'm with her. White clay is every Polymer clay artist's enemy. The dust particles are everywhere and it's so visible. Amanda made this Springtrap's head that took about 2 hours to make, and I believe it's inspired by Nerdy Crafter. And on the right side, the Swabulous took about half to an hour to make. These are so good and they turn out beautifully. Amanda has crazy skills for working with clay in such a short amount of time. Very talented. Here we have Wolfie Scourge 123, who is 10 years old and worked with Polymer clay for a couple of weeks now. Wolfie Scourge 123 made these awesome Five Nights at Freddy's creations. I love Foxy Plushie's expression. These are very well made, and I cannot believe the text on Chica's bib is made with clay instead of painting it on. It's so cute and amazing. All of these took about 30 minutes to make. Next, we have a returning artist, Mikala, with Instagram account at naru_176_. She made this Golden Freddy in plushie version. This took her around 2 hours to make, and the hardest parts were the ears, the eyes, and the eyebrows. Mikala mentioned she had a problem with clay sticking to the plate when baking. I highly recommend to use a piece of parchment paper or an aluminum foil on top of the plate to prevent the clay from sticking to the bare plate of metal or glass. This little guy turned out really well and he's so cute. I love Mikala's touch to this Golden Freddy. Next, we have JwLavaGril, MC.Games, who is 12 years old. She has a YouTube channel and an Instagram account. Links are down below. She worked with clay for about a month and already made these awesome yet freaky withered bunny heads. I love how they look worn and torn out. Awesome job at making the heads look dirty. I wonder how she did that. It's really cool. We have Crafting Craze, who is 12 years old and worked with Polymer clay for a couple of weeks. Wow, most of you guys are just got into Polymer clay recently, and I'm shocked at the skills you guys have. Crafting Craze made these adorable creations of a star, a key, and the girl on the right. Awesome job on them, and here comes another fabulous creation of Springtrap. I love how this one is in motion, so this is great and well done. Here we have Zelati, I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, who is 10 years old and worked with Polymer clay for a year and 4 months. Here are the chibi version of Five Nights at Freddy's animatronics, and they took about 10 to 15 minutes to make. The hardest part was making them tiny, and you know what, I'm loving these chibis. They are so adorable. I really want them. I just want them all. You know what, give me all of them. So cute. This Renakuma figurine took about an hour and 30 minutes to make, and the hardest part was making all the little seashells and seaweed. Aw, this is just so cute. I can't handle the cuteness of this one. I love the colors, the details, and the undersea scene of this Renakuma. A fantastic work. Lali also made this R2D2 figurine that took about 30 minutes to make, and the hardest part was making those tiny details and the buttons on him. He's the cutest little R2D2 I've seen. I love it. What a cutie. Last but not least, we have Santalina. She made these amazing Five Nights at Freddy's creations. Let me just show you guys the awesomeness of these creations. They are just so amazing. I'm blown away by her skills, and that mango is like a diamond. So beautiful. Alright, now it's time to feature all the recreations by you guys shared on Instagram. Make sure to hashtag AussieRush for any recreations, so that way I can find them and feature them in the showcase videos. Please don't private message me photos on Instagram that you want to submit for the showcase videos. Just put hashtag AussieRush, which is quite simple, or you can email the photos to AussieRush@gmail.com. As you can see, these creations, they are so amazing and well done. I am so happy that they shared with me on Instagram by hashtag AussieRush and notified me that they have recreated some of my creations, and I was just full of joy. So thank you guys so much. Also, don't forget to submit your work by following these instructions. Choose no more than 3 creations, take clear photos, and send them to aussierush@gmail.com. Also, include your name, gender, title of your work, and age only if you are comfortable with it. Also, provide any information that you want me to mention, such as how long you have worked with clay, how long the creations take, and are there any difficult parts that you have came across. This is it for showcase number 14. I know it's quite long, but I figured you guys want to see all the wonderful creations by other artists. A huge thank you to this month's participants, and there are a lot, so I really appreciate that. Also, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later. Bye!